So when Hogwarts Legacy was announced 3 years ago, I was obviously excited. We are finally getting the Hogwarts letter we've been waiting for since we were all 11 years old. Like, look at this photo of me on Halloween when I was 10. I have been a fan of this franchise my entire life. I love both Harry Potter and Fantastic Beasts. The first one, not the other two. They're shit. But I just love the Wizarding World overall, mostly for escapism from this hellhole we call life. But I also hate it at the same time. Because I know in the back of my mind when reading the books, watching the movies are just simply holding one of my noble collection wands. The person who wrote these stories hates me and the people I love for no other reason than just wanting to live their lives.
I'm here for all of the witches.
But I'm not talking about human rights hating TERFs, so let's just focus on Harry Potter for right now. And since I've been a fan of the series for almost my entire life, I have accumulated some stuff. All my books right here, then I have some necklaces and stuff I got off Etsy. I think I got this for Christmas one year. All my movies. Then this is cool. This is my most recent thing. I turned my unofficial Harry Potter spellbook into an actual cool looking spellbook with reflective spines and stuff. And I have a bunch of Noble Collection wands that are honestly a waste of money. Waste of money, waste of money, waste of money, waste of money, waste of money. And obviously I have some video games. Every Harry Potter movie has had a video game based on it at some point. I would be drowning in Harry Potter games if I did them all today, so I'm only doing about 10. Some of them are good, some of them are just really bad, and some are just weird. Inflatus! But out of all of the Harry Potter games on the market, which one should we start with? What? Not what you were expecting? Harry Potter Puzzles and Spells. You complete puzzles to unlock new spells, collect fantastic beasts, mix potions, all kinds of magical fun things. To complete said puzzles, you have to get a certain amount of things in a given amount of tries. Could be either the house crests, beans, platform 9 3/4 tickets, or just chocolate frogs. And all the stages are different scenes from the movies. I mean, I barely got through the Philosopher's Stone, but I'm assuming it could go as far as Deathly Hallows Part 2, but I don't care enough to bother.
Nice work.
These character models make me uncomfortable. Oh look, you can edit your avatar, who I affectionately named TrAsH. And this is what TrAsH looks like. Ew. And get this, you can put banners behind your character and there's a number of pride flags, including the trans one. Does she know about this? And if she doesn't, don't tell her. We need to keep this a secret between us girlies. Shh. This one really wasn't bad at all. It doesn't try to trick you in any way on what's going on, unlike some iOS games.
Have you ever seen an ad online for a game, but then when you download that game, it looks nothing like the ad?
It's a good Candy Crush clone for Harry Potter fans, and just like Candy Crush, it's hella addictive. You know, I'll gladly keep this game on my phone until I need more memory space, and then I'll delete it. Okay, fine, let's move on to a more well-known game then. Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone on the Game Boy Advance. Tricked you. Philosopher's Stone on the GBA is a top-down RPG in the same vein as the Game Boy Legend of Zelda's. It was also distributed by EA Games. More like You go room to room, learning spells. Yeah. That.
Right.
And fighting... What are these? Aliens?
Nintendo!
I never really thought about aliens existing in the Wizarding World. Would they have magic? If they don't, would wizards consider them muggles? And if the Wizarding World's universe muggles have their own first contact situation with said magical aliens, then would the regular wizards integrate with muggles? I have so many questions. Harry walks painfully slowly. The attack button is delayed, so you easily get hit by fast-moving enemies. And I hate it. Moving on. And this next game technically no longer exists. Just like Puzzles and Spells being a Candy Crush ripoff.
I want everything to be perfect for my
Dudley's special day.
Harry Potter Wizards Unite is an absolute Pokemon Go ripoff. I can't play it anymore since it shut down in January 2022. I did play this game when it came out, and I don't really remember much about it since I deleted it straight after. Unlike Pokemon Go, where you can catch the Pokemon and use said data in other Pokemon games via Pokemon Home, with Wizards Unite, I was just wasting my limited amount of data to just really do nothing. And the trailers for it looked better than the game turned out to be. So that's probably why they didn't stick around very long.
I am Madam Hooch, your teacher.
No, you ain't!
This game is not great. Philosopher's Stone on the PS1 is not the best game to look at. Are these supposed to be people or malnourished Muppets? And the low quality of the graphics gave birth to this.
Hello, Harry, it's me, Hagrid.
No, you ain't!
This is the very game that the Hagrid meme comes from, and I hate him because he sends an 11-year-old boy over pits of lava to gather
Fire seeds.
for a carnivorous, flying, fire-breathing dragon.
Welcome to my home, Harry. It's small, but still roomier than your cupboard under the stairs, eh?
So anyway, at the start we get a storybook introduction summarizing the beginning of the first book.
For the next 11 years, Harry lived with his dreadful step-parents, the Dursleys.
Step-parents? I'm pretty sure it's his aunt and uncle, but I wouldn't know from what source material to get that information from. Where would we go for that for the fact check? Yeah, these are the same slides from the GBA game, just reused, upscaled, and put into a book animation. And I'm actually a fan of this old art style. Bing bang boom, we're in the main hall, and Dumbledore for some reason personally tells me the school announcements that he's supposed to stay in the Great Hall.
Welcome to Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry. I am Albus Dumbledore, your headmaster. The third floor corridor is out of bounds to everyone who does not wish to suffer a most painful death.
Yeah, Harry, you can explore it. Except don't, because you'll fucking die.
It's a puzzle collectathon platformer where you go around the castle progressing through the story and learning new spells.
Keep trying. Oh dear. That was good. Excellent.
Right.
It really makes me feel like a true wizard. And after you learn the spells, you have to complete these long, empty dungeons with badly controlled platforming. And you know the whole,
Hogwarts is full of secrets, Harry, so search behind every door. But keep in mind, not all secrets are rewarding.
almost every door is locked unless you're actively completing the story. It really isn't a good game by any means, but I can't completely knock it because it's Harry Potter and it's fucking weird. Okay, I've been looking at Philosopher's Stone for the majority of this video and I'm getting tired of it, so let's move on to something different. Lego Harry Potter Years 1 through 4. Look, Lego games are good, okay, but they can just be a snooze fest sometimes. That's why I haven't been able to do another Lego games video. They're just so similar and boring. I just felt like falling asleep through the majority of the beginning levels because the Philosopher's Stone and Chamber of Secrets are the most boring in the series to me. It does only take about 2 hours to finish 1 year. It's not too bad if you want to get to the better movies like Prisoner of Azkaban. That is until your game glitches and this troll spawns in front of this door preventing you from continuing. And the customization is pretty lame. I wanted to make some Fantastic Beasts characters because they don't really have a Lego game besides the Lego Dimensions story pack. But out of all the options, who was I able to make? I was able to make Ezra Miller.
A guy in that bar declared himself as a Nazi. I have it on film and he attacked me.
Okay, this next one is also a weird one. This is Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2 for 2011 Java and Brew cell phones. Look, I would say it sounds like garbage, but how can I rate silence? It looks more like an SNES game than anything. And obviously, I can't play this, but judging by the footage alone, I don't want to. Puzzles and Spells was good, so let's see if there's any other gems on the iPhone.
Hi, I'm Bonnie Wright.
And I'm Ivana Lynch. And we're here to tell you about a game that lets you experience the magic of Hogwarts for yourself.
Starting it up, we get a really well-made animated intro.
Congratulations. We are pleased to inform you that you have been accepted at Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry.
And you can design your own character, choose your own house, and finally get to explore Hogwarts. Only horizontal, though. How could this possibly go wrong?
And now I can't afford it, can I? Look. We've run out of points. Out of energy. 1 point of energy recharges every 4 minutes. Wait for your energy to recharge or buy 30 more now. Yeah, I think I'll wait.
Yeah, it's wonderful, amazing, dare I say, magical. Yes, I love the magic of long wait times. So I, of course, deleted this from my phone and swore to never speak of it again. Lego Harry Potter years 5 through 7. This one has to be the superior one out of the two. But unfortunately, they're the same game, but based on the most interesting movies. And the graphics are way better to look at. Everything except one thing. Oh, Jesus! For some reason, they made the pads to activate the character customization so bright that you can't see anything. What is this? We have to go back to Ezra Miller now.
I claim my 9th Amendment rights to not be unlawfully persecuted for a crime of no designation. Disorderly conduct being something I am unguilty of. You want to fight? Is that the deal?
Harry Potter Magic Awakened is everything Hogwarts Mystery should have been. The art style is really nice and looks like the updated book covers. Professor McGonagall kind of looks like a skeleton though.
Welcome to Hogwarts!
You can freely move around areas you're currently in, and there's cutscenes.
I've always been different. I can't explain it, but strange things happen when I'm around. It doesn't bother me, not anymore. I'm used to the stares, the whispers.
And there's voice acting.
I suppose you want to know my name. Fine. It's Cassandra Vole. Happy?
I'll find right where you belong by looking between your ears.
What the hell is that?
It is very impressive for a mobile game. And yeah, unfortunately, it did take up a lot of memory on my phone. It's really a League of Legends type card game where each card you play is a different spell.
Spiders.
Incendio.
Inflatus.
Well, well. Someone knows how to duel.
They have these really cute animations for every one of them, and the spiders have to be my favorite. I love it. Don't get me wrong, the game is really well made, but it's not really my thing. So if you like card game based combat, then this is the game for you. Obviously, I wanted to save this for last. I played the PS4 version that I checked out from my local library. I'm supporting my local library, folks, not a turf. Take that, just kidding. I had to cover up the library's logos so I didn't dox myself. This is the game every Harry Potter fan has been waiting for. Hogwarts Legacy is an immersive open-world RPG. The character you make is a new 5th-year student who holds the key to an ancient secret magic that threatens to tear the wizarding world apart. So I guess it's pretty normal for 15-year-olds to get manipulated by older men to save the world with their mysterious magical powers. The wizarding world really isn't safe for anybody, is it? You could just be walking to Charms class on a normal Monday afternoon, and a huge fucking snake with a literal death stare comes around the corner and kills you. And speaking of not safe for anyone, the game starts with a man getting eaten by a dragon. making them see death and traumatizing them to the point where they can now see thestrals. Like, damn bro, I'm just trying to go to school. We can finally experience and explore the grounds of Hogwarts for the first time. The castle and its grounds take inspiration from both the books and the movies, but set in the 1800s and not the 80s and 90s. The designers put so much detail into this. You could literally read lines from the books and they will line up completely. And I'm not going to show much of the story, if at all, because you should probably play the game for yourself, if you already haven't. I picked Hufflepuff, of course, because we live in a literal greenhouse and grow so many herbs. So if you don't like Hufflepuff, your loss. More for us, I guess. And you can go to Azkaban in an exclusive mission. And I obviously played a little bit of the other houses, and I loved the detail.
You have a big day ahead of you tomorrow. And get I shall be back in the morning. You have a big day ahead of you tomorrow. I shall be back in the morning to collect you for your work.
We don't really see much of the Hufflepuff and Ravenclaw common rooms in the books or movies, so it is really cool to witness them for the first time in explorable 3D space. But before that, you can choose between either a witch or a wizard in the position of the main character. The customization is heavily extensive. You can choose between a more feminine or masculine voice, and said voices are played by Amelia Gething and Sebastian Croft, who I know from Heartstopper. And yes, I do only hear Ben every time I hear the male character talk.
I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade. You know, if you're trying to keep it quiet, you should probably stop acting so gay there.
What in Merlin's name are you doing?
Ugh, tuss, peculiar Poppy. Worried about a worthless little rodent?
Her name is Persephone!
Her name is Persephone!
That's really not funny.
What's that you've got there? Might this sudden visit to the Wand Maker have something to do with our mutual pursuit?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
That repository is my birthright!
You don't have to be such a bitch about it.
Oh, and my favorite part has to be flying on a broom. You can explore so much of the map very easily while you're just flying around on your broomstick and marking those flue flames. And just FYI, if you only have a PS4 like I do, prepare for slow loading screens and slow loading doors.
Let us begin.
That's all.
Welcome to my Star Trek Online series, where I will be playing every faction from Star Trek Online, so you don't have to. A lot of people hate this game, and for good reason, but I am not one of those people. I love this game, and I really don't mind all the glitching and loading. I'm making this series for the people who like the lore and all the stories, but don't actually want to play the game. All you lazy little babies out there who don't like a little bit of loading. And obviously, I thought I should start with the TOS era. Those old scientists. And if you haven't already, go watch my latest Star Trek games video, just so you understand what's going on. We're a brand new Starfleet officer in the year 2270, facing a crisis that spans across time and space. Ooh, we're getting Doctor Who up in here. Are we getting that crossover yet?
We go visit them one day.
Teaser for what? Teaser for what?
And for the main character, you can only choose one of the main founding species of the Federation. Human, Andorian, Tellarite, or Vulcan. And with all the pausing and loading this game had while creating my character, it only took me 14 minutes. Honestly, you guys are just impatient babies.
Space babies!
I wanted to be a little different, so I chose Andorian because Starfleet seems like a humans-only club and you never really see an alien in the captain's chair. Meet Benji Matty Terryson. He is a tactical officer who grew up in Canada on Earth instead of Andoria. It's snowy. Same thing, to be honest. You can tell I've played this game so many times that it literally asks me if I want to skip the tutorial, but not for this video. There's the tutorial, and then you go on to the regular episode, Agents of Yesterday. This storyline was created to celebrate the 50th anniversary of Star Trek the Original Series, featuring classic storylines, locations, characters, and era-appropriate starships. And personally, I really love starting with this mode. So let's just jump into it.
Captain's log, stardate 6147.4. We're orbiting planet Taurus 2 in the Murasaki 312 Nebula. Our orders: investigate the disappearance of a science vessel in this area. Search and rescue operations are about to commence.
Holy shit, we're on the bridge! This isn't the bridge of the Enterprise, this is actually the bridge of the USS Parthian, NCC 1500. It's a Pioneer-class utility cruiser, and it's pretty much a one-to-one recreation of the Enterprise bridge, just some things are tweaked here and there.
Lieutenant, we've located the wreckage of a crashed ship down there. I need to get boots on the ground, find out what's going on. Take a landing party down to the surface, assess the situation, and look for survivors. Not so fast. Can't use the transporters due to atmospheric interference. We'll need to take a shuttlecraft down. Use the sensors to locate a safe landing site.
Yes, Captain. We knew that from the last time Starfleet was here. Which is when Spock almost died. And going down the turbolift towards the armory, we meet Ensign Tarsi, a fellow Andorian.
Ensign Tarsi, reporting for duty.
And on our way to the armory, we pass a murder that just happened in the hallway of my ship and no one is doing anything about it. And you see the murderer just walk away. Security? We have to do some target practice now, shooting various targets until Tarsi yells at you to move on. And you're completely able to walk around the ship's lower deck, too. It's pretty cool. I know, it's not the actual Enterprise, but if it were filmed back then, they would have definitely reused the Enterprise sets. And when we finally get to the shuttle bay, we meet Ensign Mears. You know, the most important character from the Galileo 7 episode.
It's got a little bump on the head.
I was one of the so-called Galileo 7, a science team sent to study the Murasaki effect. Our shuttle crashed on Taurus 2. Not all of us made it back to the Enterprise alive.
It is nice to see lesser-known characters get the spotlight for once, and we are going to see a lot of that in this game. And we're finally on our way down to the surface to Taurus 2. Yeah, if you don't remember Taurus 2...
It's just as grim as I remember it here. My skin is crawling.
Why'd you come with us then? We literally walk a couple feet, immediately finding the crashed ship and the survivors. Wow, that really took less than 5 minutes, huh? Alright, mission accomplished. Let's get the fuck out of here before something...
Forrest! Look out!
That happens. As we're running the fuck away from these humongous-ass creatures, we find more survivors of the crash, and conveniently find a crate full of phasers. So now everyone can defend themselves.
We should show the survivors how to shoot them. I'll set up some targets while you get ready.
A phaser? I've never shot one of these before.
Well, it's easy. You point this end at the other guy. But if it makes you feel any better, have the dinky one. After having to teach these Starfleet scientists how to shoot a phaser...
Wait, you want me to shoot this?
The Taurians attack again. And I guess the lessons on phasers worked so well on these apprehensive survivors because they just charged right at the Taurians' legs. We take cover in the functioning shuttle bay of the crashed ship, gathering the rest of the survivors in the process. Tarsi? What are you shooting at there? There's nothing there. It's a wall.
Shut the doors! They're right behind us!
Are they?
Okay. Last time I was here, Commander Scott, electrified the hull of our shuttle. That drove the Taurians off when they tried to break in. Think we can pull something like that off here?
But we're not out of the woods yet because the Taurians kidnapped 2 of our officers, so we have to go save their asses.
I was thinking, we can use our tricorders to track residual heat signatures left by the Taurians.
Or we can just follow the huge footprints in the ground leading directly to the cave. And when we get to the cave, we have to do a boss battle with the Chief Taurian, and it's almost impossible to dodge the boulders he throws at you. It just goes straight through any wall and hits you every time. But since it's the first boss, it's really not hard at all. And after rescuing the 2 officers from being the Taurians' lunch, we walk out of the cave to find the area swarming with Klingons. Yeah, but the Klingons are no match for us because we just massacred them.
Hey, is that a Klingon pad? Bring it to me. I have some experience decrypting Klingon data. My little sister's diary was harder to decrypt. Sure, Klingons are good at fighting, but computers aren't exactly their strong suit.
Captain Core, your plan has worked perfectly, sir. Many ships have fallen into our trap. We've snared a few merchant ships and a Starfleet science vessel so far.
Looks like the Klingons are using both guile and brute force here, Lieutenant.
And we come to find out that it was the Klingons behind the crashed ship the whole time, and they plan on taking us out too. Huh. Never would have figured. And when we make it back to the ship...
We have some uninvited guests, Lieutenant. We've been boarded. The Klingons have breached the hull on the engineering deck and blocked our access. Since I can't send security in, I need you to secure the deck.
So while Tarsi and Mears deal with the Klingons in the halls, we need to clear out all the science labs, the armory, and main engineering. So after doing some pest control, we get the main systems back online.
Federation Starship, this is Captain Core. Surrender if you must, but I'd rather you fight with honor.
If by fight with honor you mean button mashing, then yes! And now we take the helm, finally in control of our ship. So yeah, now it's time to destroy some shit.
Sensors are picking up Klingon power signatures in 2 nearby satellites. I'm thinking they're broadcasting the distress signals that lured in our ships. Bring us in close so we can scan them. Science report coming in now. Satellites are using a triaxulating signal. It's strong enough to cut through the interference and reach ships outside the nebula. Almost a shame we have to blow them up, isn't it?
Use your torpedo to attack enemies who are not shielded. Will indicate if you are...
And one of those ships is being attacked, a Tellarite freighter that we now have to save.
Thanks for everything. Your head will decorate my fridge!
How are you gonna do that if you blow my ship up, dickhead?
More Klingon ships detected on long-range sensors, sir.
We destroy most of the Klingon ships before the Enterprise arrives.
This is the USS Enterprise. Acknowledge, please.
So, the cub comes to fight beside the wolf. And now you will die with him as well.
When have any of your plans actually worked? What do you do successfully? Quickly.
This isn't over, Kirk. I will avenge myself upon you and your lackey.
Thank you for your assistance.
And finally finishing with the Klingons, we get to go home. We're ordered to beam into Earth's space dock, and that is Earth's space dock? That is the dinkiest space station I've ever seen. Even K7 looks better.
Captain Garrett wants to see you in his office, Lieutenant. But he says to feel free to mingle with the other officers first. I'd take him up on that if I were you. I mean, how often do you get the chance to meet the crew of the Enterprise? The best of the best.
If you're going into the Lion's Den, you'll need a medical officer.
We were in Starfleet Academy together.
Lieutenant Uhura of the Starship Enterprise.
May the great bird of the galaxy bless your planet.
The voices don't sound great, but it's doable.
Look.
Hey! Yeah! Thanks. Yeah. Yeah. Luigi. Yeah.